Good morning. It is Tuesday, May 25th. Is it the 25th today? Yeah, it's the 25th, 2021. I'm Pastor Thor Ramsey with Center Church. This is Gospel for Five, where we take 5 minutes out of our day and focus on the gospel and the one who saved our souls. So we've been focusing on the wisdom of God's Proverbs, going through those. We're in Proverbs, it looks like we're beginning chapter 5, so let's read through the end of chapter 4 and just pick up from there. My son, be attentive to my words, incline your ear to my sayings. Let them not escape from your sight. Keep them within your heart, for they are life to those who find them and healing to all their flesh. Keep your heart with all diligence, for from it flow the springs of life. Again, we talked about this, that it is our beliefs that drive our behavior. So when you might have heard this saying before, everything's political, that's actually bunko. Everything's theological, because the reason you vote the way you do is because of what you believe. Your beliefs about this world, your beliefs about the universe, your beliefs about the nature of God, the nature of man, your beliefs about all these things drive your actions. So they certainly drive how you vote. So I'll just say it. So it's no surprise that those who are on the progressive left are less, they're by far less likely to have faith in God. So, put away from you crooked speech, and put devious talk far from you. Let your eyes look directly forward, and your gaze be straight before you. Ponder the path of your feet, then all your ways will be sure. Against that whole idea, ponder the path of your feet. Ponder what path you're on. Are you on the path of the truth that God has revealed? Or are you on your own path? Every one of us, like sheep, have gone astray. Each of us has turned to his own way. There's a way that seems right to a man. That way will end in death. So there's all kinds of other different paths that lead to the same place, which is death. And then there's the path of life. It's often been put this: there is Christianity, and then there's everything else. That's really how the world's divided in terms of worldviews, in terms of truth. There's Christianity, then there's everything else, and you lump everything else under that category of everything else. So do not swerve to the right or to the left. Turn your foot away from evil. And now we transition into the juicy part of chapter 5 here. My son, be attentive to my wisdom. Again, there's this continual admonition to incline yourself to the words that God has given us, to be attentive to God's wisdom. Incline your ear to understanding his truth, that you may keep discretion, and your lips may guard knowledge. That you may keep discretion, that you can have intuitively, because of the wisdom you've taken in, how to act in certain situations. And your lips may guard knowledge. Then what comes out of your mouth is wisdom, is truth, is knowledge. For the lips of a forbidden woman drip honey. So there's a temptation there. That is a whoops. The lips of a forbidden woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. So there's a temptation, there's a call. There you are on the right path. This is the person living the right way. This is the person following the truth of God in Jesus Christ. And then you are confronted with the adulterous lover. You're confronted with the temptation of the lover. So in the beginning, the temptation is sweet, and her speech is smooth. But then we have verse 4, but in the end, she is bitter as wormwood. In the end, it's a bitter devastation. We all probably know stories of people who, in that moment of giving in to this temptation, lost everything, lost their marriage, lost their family. They're now alone. It's literally a turning upside down of a life. In the end, bitter's wormwood. What's God said to you today? What do you